What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? With you. All about the healing. Look at here. Now, to my day ones, my day twos, and my new news that's here for the first time. I love you. I'm honored and welcome. Thank you for supporting me. Let's do it. Let's get into this channel read. This is a channel reading. You see me looking down and everything. I wrote my notes, so I'm going off my notes, right? So here we go. Spirit says, okay? So when Spirit speaks, you listen. You get all of your attention, okay? Spirit says the enemy, your opponent, your nemesis, can't read you anymore. You have gone spiritually invisible. They can't find you. They can't tap into you. They trying to figure out where you at, what's going on. Because see, not only the human aspect of your nemesis can't find you, but that spirit that's attached, that spirit that they conjure up, that spirit that they're working with and in cahoots with, can't seem to find you either. You're totally invisible, as if you're not even here no more, that you don't even exist. But they know that it is that you do exist, because they can go and pop up and look at your social media, or pop up and see that you're still here. So they just scratching their head and trying to figure out, well, if I see, how can I not tap? What's really going on here? What has changed what has changed the dynamic of this situation? So they can't track you no more. They try to spy and do all kinds of things that they normally do. They tried the same tactics and, spying on you and trying to go through the hacking and trying to find ways to gain information. But every time they go and everywhere they go, they're blocked. The normal way of doing things is just coming up empty. And what little information that they do get, it ain't about nothing. It's something, whatever they are getting, they can get that if they just click on your social media. They'll be able to get that information. That's for everybody to see. That ain't nothing that is juicy. That is nothing that is going to feed them and get them in the position of to know what's really going on, or piece things together concerning you. They come up empty every time, and it's just causing so much chaos and confusion, because they've always been able to get something. If they can even pick up and look at your social media and look at your picture, they can kind of put things together, or they can analyze and read with scripture, whatever you write, and they can analyze and put things together and try to come up with a synopsis about you and what's going on with you in your life, by what you write. See, because they're gifted just like you are. But what God is telling me, and what this message is about, is that whomever you are, you've done something, or your ancestors have done something, or your angels have done something to hide you, to hide your information, to be able to shield you in some type of way that it doesn't matter what type of interference, what type of divination, whatever type of way that they've been trying to interfere or to gain, spying on you, being nosy and invasive in your business that was not authorized, that you have not given them permission to do, they've been able to get it. But some of you is your ancestors, some of you it is your spiritual team, your angels. Some of you it is some form of spiritual God is doing it for some of you. Majority of you is God, but God is utilizing other aspects that you have on your spiritual team to actually make sure that that shield, make sure that whatever that is, the shield, the bubble, the blockage, the boundary that has been set, that not only is it set, that it's set to stay permanent. There won't be no coming back from this, because the time is now. Some of you have things that is coming in for you. Some of you have things that you got to do. Some of you got a mission that you need to complete, need to start, need to finish, and you ain't got time for this foolishness. You don't have time for people, places, and things that want what you have, want to copy what you have, want to do what you're doing, want to try to intervene, want to stop, want to try to hinder whatever it is that you and God has planned out, have agreed upon. The time is now. It's time for you to get in position. It's time for you to receive, to get in position to receive. It's time for you to get in position to branch out. It's time for you to get in position to be able to set that mission straight, to get the mission off on the ground, to be able to complete and do whatever it is that you and God has agreed upon. The time is now, and it's not time. That these people's time is up. Its time is up for all of this foolishness. See, because the battle has already been won. This battle between you and them has already been won. You have won the battle a long time ago, but it's because they don't want to let it go. And God allowed it for a season, but that time is up, because see, that it's time to be rocking and rolling. It's time to be get the good foot, trying to get it going forward. And see, every time who I'm talking to, every time you get a good momentum, every time you get going, every time you know that you're about to break through and get through to where you need to be, here they come. And God has allowed it for a season, a long, long season. But at this point in time, things is hot and popping in the world, in our country, and we got to get in position. And I ain't talking about no position to try to do, get in a position to try to block and do all these other things. I'm talking about get into position spiritually, not physically, spiritually. Get in position, because the battle with these people and that you're battling with, that's already done, been done. But this battle that's coming, that we all need to get in position for, it's time to get in position, because it's things that we got to be able to handle that we got to be able to get our mind straight, get it right, get our bodies right, get it straight, be able to posture our mind, our body, soul, and spirit to be able to speak out and be able to speak powerfully to whomever and whatever that we need to speak it to. We have to be about God's business. For those of us that's on a mission, and we know that we are here for a mission, for a time such as this. We don't got time to entertain. We don't got time to be tangled up in this foolishness, because the time is now. We have to get in position, and what that means that we have to set time for ourselves. We got to start being selfish with our time, and we got to start giving to ourselves more than we normally do. Give to ourselves. Not only give to ourselves, feed ourselves. That means we got to read more. We got to get back in our mind and posture of what is important to us. What is important to us spiritually. How can we spiritually feed ourselves? How can we spiritually groom ourselves? How can we spiritually get ourselves right? Get ourselves right, and not just right, but get ourselves in a position and a posture for battle. Because this ain't nothing like you've seen before. This is not going to be nothing that you know. It's going to be instinct. Everything we do is going to be by instinct. We've already learned it. We already have been through it in previous lifetimes. And it's time for us as a collective. It's time for us as a light body. It is time for us to be able to move forward. Because all that other stuff, it really don't matter. Because at the end of the day, our mission, our anointing, our mantle, what we here for, what we're meant for, doesn't matter what people think. It doesn't matter how people see you. It doesn't matter what is going on around, what people is it doesn't matter. And for those of you that's scared to come out and be who God created you to be. Come out and stand for God, and stand for you, and stand for you, who you are and what you represent. If it ain't ever a time, if it ain't ever a reading, if it ain't ever a message that you need to take heed, it's this one right here. Because I'm telling you, for those of you that's not standing in position, that you worried about what the world is going to say, what your family going to say, what your friends going to say, what your boo-boo going to say, what your exes is going to say, what everybody going to say, what your church people going to say, what people. Don't worry about people. You got to stand up for who you are, whose you are, and what you represent, or you're going to get left behind. You're going to have to stand for something. And you're going to have to believe in something. You either going to believe them, or you're going to believe what God is telling you you are, who you are, and who God has shown you you are. You can't, at this point, you can't worry about people. People are going to be people. They're going to say what they want to say. They're going to label you and everything else. But you got to stand strong. You got to stand strong and be who God created you to be. They don't know you. They don't know the inner parts of you. What somebody else think is demonic, and what somebody else think is not right, and that is their belief. But you have to have a belief for you. What do you believe in? You've seen things that other people have not seen. You have been through things that other people haven't been through. You in your right mind. Some people would never been in their right mind. They would have been gone, lost their mind long time ago. But you've made it to this point because you have what? Believed God. God have shown you. You cannot allow people, places, and things to have you in a box that they believe you should be in. You step in your own belief, your own. If you got to be in a box, you step in your own box. Otherwise, come out the box, be true and honest to who you are. Because God is real. And it's according to what you believe about God and what God has told you and shown you. At this point in life, we all got a choice we got to make. And we got to stand on that. You can't be on the woulda, coulda, shoulda, or you can't be on in two minds. You got to have one mind. And you got to have one belief system. You can't have two minds and believe in two things. You got to have one. And it's coming a time when you're going to have to choose. Wake up. Stand in your power and your truth and be who God created you to be. Whether it's that, this, that. Make a choice. And I'm going to leave it right there. So, again, Spirit says the enemy cannot and can no longer read you anymore. You're gone spiritually invisible. And what that means is that if God can hide you where the enemy cannot even find you, it's your time. It's your time to make a stand, take a stand, and choose. And when you choose, don't ever look back. And I'm going to leave it right there. If this message was for you, hit them comments and say, I hear you, God. I choose you. If that's the case, I hear you, God. I can't be about it right now. So if you hear the message and this message is for you, I hear you, God. I choose you. Or if you don't choose God, I hear you, God, and I can't right now. I need help. That'll let me know that I need to pray. That'll let everybody know they need to pray. Like, share, hype. Guys, hype the videos. That's been helping. Hype the videos. We got to get these messages out because there's so many people that is not focusing on what they truly need to be focusing on. They're focusing on other things, distracted by other things, and all of that is well and fine. But if you're going to be distracted by other things, make sure that you know what God is wanting. God is putting the messages out. God is trying to get you. Hey, I need to get your attention. That God is still able to get your attention and tell you what is important, what is vital for you at this point in time. So with that being said, I'm sending you love, I'm sending you healing, and Trinity is out.